Remember that teenager from Riverside County charged with trying to smuggle this cute little Bengal tiger cub from Tijuana through Otay Mesa? Well, a closer look finds this is part of a billion-dollar black market, and you might be part of the problem without even knowing it. Who could resist that face? Imagine the shock for customs officers when they found this little guy during inspection at the Otay border crossing.
There it was right there on the floor of the car, a tiger cub.
Here at the Otay Mesa border, between the foot traffic that you see behind me here and the vehicles, this is the biggest international crossing in the United States. In fact, more people come through Otay Mesa and San Ysidro than JFK and LAX combined, and you wouldn't believe some of the stuff they try to bring in.
We see a lot of unusual things.
Birds, reptiles, all kinds of animal products are confiscated daily.
It's sad. I mean, we're talking about a living thing here, and we all care about that. And then the people are smuggling them in, obviously for profit.
The little tiger cub was bought in Mexico for just $300. He's worth about $1,500 here in the United States.
Not surprised at all.
Bobby Brink with Lions, Tigers, and Bears Animal Rescue in Alpine is very familiar with the problem of animal smuggling. She says this is not an isolated incident and is perpetuated by tourist traps.
They're bred for nothing more than profit, and they pull the babies from the mom before they're even 8 to 10 days old, before their eyes are open.
Brink is talking about tourist photo ops with tiger cubs in places like the Havana Banana south of Ensenada.
Hey, beautiful, beautiful.
For a fee between $35 and $60 that supposedly goes to big cat conservation efforts, tourists can enter a cage full of cute little tiger cubs to pet and take photos. We were there on a day when one of the cruise ships was in port, and it was packed.
It's really sad because they lie to the public and they tell you it's conservation or they're a sanctuary or they're rescuing these animals. They're not rescuing babies.
An employee at the Havana Banana told us that after 6 months, the cubs are retired and sent to a sanctuary. But Brink says that's not always the case in Mexico or here in the United States. She claims they're replaced and sold to almost anyone. According to the nonprofit Big Cat Rescue, the cubs are shipped off to roadside zoos, tourist attractions, and some are killed for their body parts. Very few are lucky to end up at a place like Lions, Tigers, and Bears.
So this is Bakari, this is Jillian, and this is Suri.
She has 65 animals she's rescued at her no-kill, no-breed sanctuary. Some are from states where owning a big cat is completely legal. And like those tourist traps in Mexico, they're raised for profit. The World Wildlife Fund reveals some shocking numbers. Lions, Tigers, and Bears is one of the few accredited big cat sanctuaries in the United States. It is a great place for these animals to come and live out the rest of their lives. But you might be surprised to learn there are more big cats in the backyards of homes in the United States, some say 5,000 or more, than there are in the wild.
There's more in the state of Texas than there are in the wild, and there are more big cats in the state of Florida than anywhere in the world.
Brink is fighting to change legislation around the country, but says the best way you can help is to avoid these tourist traps and don't pay to take a picture.
People stop paying, they'll stop doing it to the animals.
And we do want to be clear about the people we showed petting those tiger cubs in Mexico. It is perfectly legal there and in some states. But Bobby Brink says it is important to look for accredited AZA or ASA zoos and sanctuaries. A proper zoo would never allow you to hold a tiger cub and take a picture with it. If you have questions about a location, we have a list of those accredited zoos, sanctuaries, and rescues, and a link to this story on our website, 10news.com.